Can a U.S. citizen be patriotic and still leave the USA? Can they vote with their feet for a life in another country and still be a loyal citizen? My video, Are You Ever Too Old to Escape?, got a lot of comments. None of them directly said patriotism was the reason that the commenter would not leave, but I thought it was hinted. Got me to thinking, is patriotism isolated from practicality, from affordability? Does a patriot feel they must stay in the country? Is it like loyalty to a sick loved one? You just don't abandon them in their time of need. No commenter said that, but I wonder. I'm a patriot. I served the USA and Germany and elsewhere. I never got shot at, but I might have been. Even 15 years ago, when I started the paperwork for residence here in Ecuador, the handwriting on the wall was clear. Today, that writing is large and loud. The rent for what I have here would take all of my SSA and still leave me owing the landlord. The other expenses are many times less here. It's not a political situation. It's a practical one. It's the best country. It's the greatest country, I hear. I don't argue with that, but what does it mean? It doesn't mean affordability. No, it's becoming less affordable. Is it my perspective as an 80-year-old on a pension? Yes, to a large extent it is. I identify with those in circumstances I would be in had I stayed. I speak to them on this platform, but to the young, what would I say when they can't afford jobs to pay the $2,000 rent and the $800 car per month? The jobs they were told were gold cards that guaranteed their future, AI is vanishing those jobs. It's worse for them than it would have been for me. Until the dollar crashes, I'm okay. The industries I worked in have gone. Engineers are being laid off, production line factory workers too. The relationship between capital and labor is fundamentally changing. Sounds academic and highfalutin, doesn't it? Well, here's a cardboard box, so-and-so from personnel will stay with you while you clean out your desk. Like, what am I going to do, blow up the place? Then they will walk you out of the building. This happened to me, and this has happened to many others. I am told by my fellow citizens that everything is political. The virus, the trans whatever, the loss of industry. Does believing that change anything? Is reality the traitor, the unpatriotic actor? When I was in Germany waiting for the Russian tanks to roll through the Fulda Gap, I noticed something. The older Germans had a bad opinion of Germans who left during Hitler's rise. It wasn't logical. They didn't deny that the new government was oppressive, and not just to Jews, but somehow leaving and not suffering the bombing with those who didn't leave was unpatriotic. Many who stayed were at least sympathetic to the Nazis. Many simply stayed because of inertia, not patriotism. Human nature isn't logical, an understatement for sure. Shouldn't your first loyalty be to yourself? Does it serve the USA to have people forced to live in their car, stay in the country? The tent cities along the highways in California, are they filled with unpatriotic Americans trying to make the country look bad? Why don't they just get out of sight? My fear is that the dam will burst and a tsunami of gringo refugees will flood the world. Countries that have till now welcomed such people will have no choice but to close their borders. For any society, at some point, it becomes too much. If this has given you any food for thought, I'd appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. The algorithm really respects that. And if you could, hit the thumbs up. It'll make me feel good. I hope you feel good and continue to until we meet again. Ciao.